What's up, SNA Assassinators? This is Super Ninja Austin back here with another video. And this is the wrestling news on April 21st, 2025 for you all today. And we're going to be talking about the wildest and intriguing wrestling news stories and rumors that you assassinators need to know from the Wrestling Inc. article, including Stone Cold Steve Austin drives an ATV into the barricade. Nicholas Khan checks on fan at WrestleMania 41. I totally forgot that he did run into the ATV in the barricade. I heard he might have injured a fan, yeah, and that's why Nick Khan must have been there. Which I accidentally thought that it was talking to what they called the president and the owner of the AAA company, but we're gonna get into that in just a moment. Like even my mom noticed that Stone Cold ran into the barricade right into the upper corner, but yeah, we got WWE Tiffany Stratton and Braun Strowman surprise Make a Wish kids like for WrestleMania 41. John Cena tosses Cody Rhodes side plates off WWE title belt and ignores press questions. And Jay Cargill implies she might not be done with Naomi despite her WWE WrestleMania 41 win. Backstage details on Rey Mysterio's injury that caused him to miss WrestleMania 41, and WWE's Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman comment on the dangers of meeting fans in public, and much more. Please feel free to hit the subscribe button and the post notification bell for more of these videos, and like and comment and share this video as well. And please subscribe on my other channel, SNA Entertainment. Link is in the description box below. Now let's get into the first story. Thank you very much in advance. And the first thing we're gonna start today is Stone Cold Steve Austin drives an ATV into Nick into a barricade. Nick Khan checked on the fan at WrestleMania 41, and yeah, this is the day after WrestleMania edition of the wrestling news, I guess you could say. And we're gonna start it off with the Hall of Famer, WWE Hall of Famer Stone Cold Steve Austin made a WrestleMania 41 appearance, but also had a WrestleMania botch, when he accidentally drove the ATV. He was riding around the ring into the barricade, knocking over a woman stood behind it. Austin seemingly couldn't make the turn around the ring after driving by the announce couldn't control an announce desk and hit the barricade, causing a woman to fall to the ground. It says Austin got in the ring. He announced that the attendance total for night two of WrestleMania 41 was in was 63,000 and 226 people, according to WWE. And the overall attendance over the both nights of the weekend, which was one 124,693, which I still remember Stone Cold Steve Austin saying that since yesterday, which I don't know how I could. But after drinking his trademarked beers, on the turnbuckle, and celebrating with the crowd, Austin went to check onto the fan because she got hit hard, into the barricade. But WWE President Nick Khan was already at ringside talking with the woman, but there were no par- paramedics or any officials around him. The woman could be seen standing behind the barricade during the undisputed WWE Championship match in the entrances of Cody Rhodes into the contest. What are your thoughts onto that botched ATV ride from Stone Cold Steve Austin? Luckily, that was the only thing that happened, and luckily that she didn't get hurt or injured. Or she might have gotten bruised or bumped, like which I'll say that is technically getting hurt. But you know what I mean. Luckily, she didn't get injured. She didn't get injured like very bad. Like even though like Stone Cold didn't mean to do that or even wanted to do that, like it was just like a horrible freak accident, which unfortunately she had to end up to be the one involved into this incident. Like, but luckily, like yeah, she was okay, and then both him and Nicholas Khan like check on the to the to the fan, and I believe they probably compensate her with any type of merchandise from WWE on the house, which would be pretty nice. But let's hope that they did because that's what they normally do when a fan like be a victim of an accident. Like they always try to compensate them very well, like from the misfortunes that happened. But let's move on to the next slide. We got a WWE's Tiffany Stratton and Braun Strowman surprised the Make a Wish kids for WrestleMania 41, and it says right here. This past Thursday, ahead of WWE WrestleMania 41, two of the company's stars partnered with Fanatics and the Make a Wish Foundation to meet with 25 different children like who had asked to attend this year's event. Braun Strowman and WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton surprised the kids with a visit at WWE World, cheering on each of the children as they were given their own special wrestling entrances. But Stratton and Strowman gifted each child with their own custom championship belt, as well as taking photos with the young fans. All 25 children were also provided with $250 to spend on whatever they like to at the WWE World Store. WWE has been a longtime partner with Make a Wish, with John Cena historically serving as the company's biggest ambassador to the foundation. Additionally, Make a Wish has previously honored Roman Reigns for the time and effort he's put towards meeting children involved with the organization merchandise company Fanatics who has become a close partner to WWE in recent years and helps operate WWE World also began working with with a Make a Wish in 2023 while Braun Strowman didn't have a present have a present on this year's WrestleMania. Stratton was a significant part of Saturday night's show. She successfully defeated or defended successfully defeated and defended or successfully defended her WWE Women's Champion by defeating Charlotte Flair in the process. Following a messy build that had people talking for several weeks. On an episode of WWE SmackDown. The two women reportedly went off script in a promo segment and began taking personal shots at each other. Like in the end, like if there was any genuine animosity between the performers, like they were able to put it aside, like and work together. But what are your thoughts onto these appearances with the women's champion and the monster of all monsters, like making appearances for the Make a Wish kids at Fanatics? Let me know down in the comment section right down below. Do you think the kids had a very tremendous and the greatest experience at the WWE's biggest show of the year? Which I think they did. Like when it comes to the maybe likely when it comes to meeting their favorite WWE superstars, I'd say most definitely. But next up, we got John Cena tosses side plates off the side plates of Cody Rhodes, like off the WWE title belt, ignoring press questions, like just moments after his title win at just 17 times. And I want to say once again, like I said yesterday, and I'll say here today on the wrestling news, congrats to my boy John Cena for uh for making the 17th world title reign happen. Even though like I was also hoping Cody Rhodes could retain, but I don't know how that could be possible if we could both. But I predicted that Cena was going to win. But I agree, there's a story to tell, which I believe everybody's gonna be dogging onto this. How he won the title, like saying like it was a complete failure and disappointment. But anyways, at long last, John Cena finally has his record-setting 17th World Championship reign. Like the future WWE Hall of Famer claimed his prize by defeating Cody Rhodes in the main event of WrestleMania 41 with the help of rapper Travis Scott, like and curiously uh little help like from little help from the Rock, who was nowhere to be found, and at WrestleMania 41, despite being the the catalyst of Cena's heel turn back at the Elimination Chamber. Given all of that, plenty were interested in what Cena had to say about his monumental moment, and he seemed prepared to talk about it. As he appeared at the post WrestleMania press conference, Cena immediately cemented his status like by tossing off Cody's side plates on the undisputed WWE Championship. Like he then proceed to address the media in attendance, like a stark contrast from him throwing the mic down at the elimination chamber presser, and it says right here, part of starting off with part of my role as the last real champion is to develop a better relationship with the media and the journalists at cover this company, and I'm grateful for their participation. So tonight I will field all questions. Despite the statement, uh, Cena immediately went on to ignore several questions, including one about The Rock, referring to them all as either clickbait or lazy. This included the last question, like Cena received before walking off, although he didn't make a point of letting media and fans know that some of their questions would be answered tomorrow. Tune in for tomorrow. Tune in on tomorrow night's Raw, and to see uh, 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 how I ruined wrestling. And keep in mind, you are now talking to the last real champion. Step your game up next time. But what do you think he has to say on the Raw after WrestleMania tonight? Which that's gonna probably be the most exciting part of the show. Which your boy SNA will be making that review video. But let me know down in the comment section right down below. But yeah, but let's move on. We got Jade Cargill news now, as she implied that she might not be done with Naomi, despite WWE WrestleMania 41 win over her. And it says right here, in her first WrestleMania singles match, Jade Cargill picked up the win against Naomi this past Saturday. And although although it was a conclusive victory, Cargill still hasn't forgotten or forgiven haven't forgiven Naomi for the attack that put her out of action last year. Speaking on the WrestleMania post show what they call press conference, Cargill was asked if she was able to get to get Naomi out of her system by beating her on Saturday. Excuse me for a moment. She uh, she explained in the response, I really have to take time to think about that. This is a woman I considered family, and very yeah, and very understandable questions. Like my big sister that she considered, we went on my first road trip together here at WWE. Cargill recalled supporting Naomi during some of her most challenges, in challenging moments, including when Naomi left WWE in 2022, years before Cargill would join the promotion because of that support. Naomi's betrayal seems to have had a major impact on Cargill. She continued, I don't know where we go from here. Like the rest the wrestler that the wrestler stated, like if there is to be a rematch between the two, fans likely won't have to wait long to see it. The the company's next premium live event will indeed be WWE Backlash, which is scheduled to be for May 10th. Less than 3 weeks from now. No matches have been announced for the show yet. But the 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 poster prominently features Randy Orton with Backlash set to take place in his own hometown of St. Louis, Missouri. And additionally, it was previously announced that John Cena will be in attendance, and he'll almost certainly have his new undisputed WWE Championship with him. Which I think that will be the match. We'll see Randy Orton versus John Cena. This will probably be the last time we get to see this match, which it's starting to kick in my old 7-year-old self. That was a massive fan on to a massive fan about this rivalry. Even though I've probably been watching since I was 5 years old, when they started fighting for the WWE Championship back in right when Randy Orton moved to Raw, like in 2007, like they were going out with that championship. Yeah. But this time we'll see Randy Orton as the babyface and John Cena is the heel.
You know, you're gonna be here for Grandma's birthday. You want to celebrate Grandma's birthday? Yeah. You want to celebrate Grandma's birthday? You want to celebrate Grandma's birthday? Yeah, I want you to be here. Yeah. And what else? You tell me about that. Tell me all about your trouble. Yeah, hey, where you? Goodbye. What is that? I used to do that to your brother. Whoa.
My hair. Huh? My hair. Can you get me?
Yeah, I love this baby bear so much. I love him. I love you too.
Let's see. But what are your thoughts on Jade Cargill statement? And do you think she's right? Like, do you think she's not? What this feud between her and Naomi's not over yet? Please leave your comment section right down below. Which I even said that on my podcast. I'm like on week night one. I was like, something just tells me this feud isn't over. And I think they're even gonna put Bianca Belair in the middle of this after her match against Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. Which I think that's what's gonna be the direction they're gonna get into, into their next match. Probably likely a Backlash in a rematch, a WrestleMania rematch, I should say. Like WWE would like to call it. But anyways, let's move on. We got next up we got Rey Mysterio, on Rey Mysterio news on the details on his injury that caused him to miss WrestleMania 41. It says right here, with less than 24 hours till WrestleMania, the Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano suddenly took a turn when Mysterio appeared to injured during a trios match involving him, Ray Phoenix, and Dragon Lee, battling against the American Made, by the next afternoon, it was revealed that Mysterio bowed out of the match and was replaced by Ray Phoenix, who attemptedly lost to El Grande Americano, after being headbutted with a loaded mask. Reviewing night one of WrestleMania on Sunday on the Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer confirmed that Rey Mysterio suffered a serious injury, and despite wanting to wrestle, it was ultimately not cleared. He was ultimately not Meltzer explains. He tore his groin. At first, he thought he was going to be able to make the match, and then when they examined him, they were like, you just can't that may be the reason why. When I was trying to find out last night, it is going to be able to go and very curious questions and concerning ones, not to mention, because the first thing I heard was he was going to be able to go. Then I heard this morning, no, he's not going to be able to go. So it was one of those things where he was like, I'm to be going to be able to make it like I oh I'm going to be able to make it, and whether it was it's like he couldn't make it. Meltzer noted like that Americano's win was received negatively by WWE fans in Mexico. Like he himself like wasn't a fan of the finish, like particularly because like it led to Phoenix losing so quickly into his WWE run. Meltzer added, I would say, like in my mind, like was a huge mistake because it should have been like Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee like fit the storyline, especially with the finish. I don't like think it serves any purpose like to beat Ray Phoenix in the ring. And do you agree with Dave Meltzer? Like, which I believe most of y'all would. Which I'll say maybe it would have made sense in storyline if they did put on Dragon Lee. And I was thinking about that, but I was like, but he already beat him. That would be kind of redundant and maybe meaningless if if he did lose. So I didn't really complain much about it. Well, I understand what exactly WWE did so, despite the lack of storytelling that they put into that match. But let me know what y'all's opinions are in the comment section right down below. But next up, we got Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman comments on the danger of meeting in the meeting fans in the public, and it says right here onto this article like WWE's Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns like have described why like fans following like them like for autographs in public is sometimes like a scary situation for wrestlers. Like several pro wrestlers like over the years have implored like fans not to follow them at airports and hound them like for autographs, like with the likes of CM Punk and Braun Strowman describing why it's important like for wrestlers to have their personal space. Heyman recently discussed on the Vanity Fair like that wrestling stars are often worried about fans becoming unruly and doing like something terrible. He pointed out that he is sometimes like distressed like by the thought that he would end up like in a situation similar to that of singer John Lennon, like who was shot by Mark David Ch- uh, Chap Chapman, yeah, and this is what Heyman had to ha, this is what Heyman remarked about the fans that of his worrying about like the possibilities of these type of fans that don't sound like fans, but rather than just typical stalkers. But anyways, like you have like to at all times consider like this like to be a Mark David Chapman like type of thing. The this could be a real fudge on sweetened chocolate kiwi killing knucklehead like the time to worry is not when they're outside looking for you. Like the time to worry is when they're not. It said Roman Reigns, like on the other hand, like looked at it like from an optimistic mindset, like calling the attention they get from fans, like even outside of the ring, like a blessing problem. And Reigns explains. good problems, like we call them blessing men problems, like that he added onto Paul Heyman's statement, like in stars from both like WWE and AEW have complained about autograph hunters, like at airports, like who take autographs only to make profit by selling them, like for a- for a memor more billy online price. Sometimes, like though, like wrestlers are like physically like attacked by the gruntle fans, like an attack on Seth Rollins during a Raw episode in 2021 by a fan from the crowd. For some wrestlers, like the harassment has crossed personal boundaries, like which has even forced them to speak to the police, like Oscar did like earlier this year, like who explained that she felt like she was in danger. But what are your thoughts on to both Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns' comments about these type of fans? And do you think they're both a blessing problem, like and a very serious, concerning problem, I guess you could say? Like, let me know down in the comment section right down below, which I wouldn't doubt them because there has been some incident. Like, what if you're a wrestler or a different type of celebrity, like a music star, like John Lennon, for an example, like Paul Heyman just made, like when it comes to this type of comparisons, like they could pull up what's his name, a Mark David Chapman, like and if they're like if they go far enough, like and if they were allowed to do this, like they could be the wrestlers could be in grave danger, like especially like if the fans don't get their way, like which is something that should be handled much more sooner rather than later in some capacity, of course. But hopefully that don't happen tonight or the wrestlers. Hopefully that the fans will understand about. And I'm gonna tell the fans, give them a quick pep talk here. Like just because you see a wrestler coming out of an airport or somewhere that's the very most important or popular place, doesn't make you give a right to ask for an autograph like immediately. Like in trying to get their autographs and have them sign a lot of merchandise, only for you to sell them at eBay or any kind of selling online institution. Like they're like if they're somewhere in a location, it's for a good reason because they're people too, and you got to understand that. Like you like just because they may be a very popular, famous wrestler, like that doesn't automatically think you can get some out of them. Like unless if you ask their permission, of course, you yeah that'll be fine. There's nothing wrong with doing that, but as long as you're being respectful about it. But yeah, well yeah, let's end today's. But yeah, we got Sami Zayn congratulates Io Sky on winning the women's world title. Win like at WrestleMania 41. Like in one of the more surprising results of WWE WrestleMania 41, Io Sky retained the the women's world championship by defeating both Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley in the triple threat match to open night two, following her victory. Like WWE star Sami Zayn took to the social media platform, most specifically X, to share a photo of himself like in Sky of that and congratulating his colleague and probably one of his best wrestling friends. Like you can see right here onto this post right here by the former Intercontinental Champion and the current Women's World Champion, like with them. Yeah, really, like giving congratulations to her, which yeah, she totally deserves it. Like even though not being the biggest fan of EO, but yeah, she was being treated like if she was not nowhere even important being in this match, which she actually was because she was the women's champion. And this is their second time like defending a women's championship in for the second straight year in a row, like at WrestleMania. Which was the last time was against Bailey, but it was the complete opposite, with her being a baby face and she retained rather than being the heel and losing the championship. But the photo looks like to have been taken early last month, and it's at on the WWE Elimination Chamber event, and Sami Zayn and Io Sky are seen posting together, with the posing together, to the massive crowd, in the background, and are likely situated in a suit, a suit, mint, a suit mint, like a sweet mint. I believe. I think it's a sweet mint, for talent to watch the show. It said right here. Though Sky was victorious, in her match last night, Zayn didn't have a presence on this year's WrestleMania. The the wrestler most recently faced Kevin Owens in a brutal match at WrestleMania. I mean, at a brutal match at Elimination Chamber. I mean, which was used to write Zayn off TV for a stretch of time. And Owens was supposed to go on to face Randy Orton at WrestleMania, but weeks weeks ahead of the show, doctors discovered that Owens could was dealing with a severe neck injury that required surgery, and he'll now missing an indefinite amount of time, while Orton wrestled an open challenge that was answered by none other than Joe Hendry, and Zayn didn't appear at all. But what are your thoughts on Sami Zayn? Give this message by posting of Sammy, I mean, of him and Io Sky back in the Elimination Chamber a month ago, and they're doing this little side hug, which that was very sweet and awesome of the Canadian wrestler to showing support of congratulations. But we're gonna end today's wrestling news video with Cardi B will indeed host the 2 night SummerSlam event, on 2020 this year in 2025, according to announcement on SmackDown. In the last year, or so, several musicians have appeared, on WWE television. Most notably, Travis Scott and another rapper, Cardi B, will play an important role at one of WWE's biggest 4 PLEs, which is most specifically SummerSlam later this year, in August, of course. During last week's WWE SmackDown, Cardi B announced in a video that she will be hosting the show, the 2 night SummerSlam show in August, and it says, "What's up, WWE Universe?" and very curious questions. Guess what? And exciting questions. SummerSlam MetLife 2 nights, and I will finally be hosting, and nobody better try me, said the female rapper. And this year's edition of SummerSlam will be the first time that the biggest party of the summer will be held over the course of 2 nights. Like WWE's biggest PLE, WrestleMania, the show will be held at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey on August 2nd and August 3rd. Like the rapper had in fact being like the one to announce like the date and venue for the show. Cardi B, who has been like a long, a lifelong wrestling fan, was supposed to host SummerSlam in 2021, but couldn't due to as she was giving birth to her son just a few weeks before the show. Like she had revealed, like in an interview last year, that she was keen to be involved. In a WWE event, like either performed on a show or slap someone. The 32-year-old star may have a few WWE wrestlers who could take her up on her offer of wrestling in WWE and follow in the footsteps of Bad Bunny and Travis Scott as wrestlers like Liv Morgan and Chelsea Green have expressed their desire to face her. And what are your thoughts on to Cardi B finally being the host of SummerSlam, which it took 4 years to her to try again because she couldn't because due to her giving birth to her and Offset's kid like. But yeah, luckily, she got a second chance, and she gonna finally get a chance to host it. Hopefully, that she'll do very great in her first experience of hosting her first ever WWPLE. And don't something just tells me they'll probably even do some kind of a wrestling angle with one of the women's top heel. I wouldn't doubt it'd be Naomi that I could possibly could. I could step up to her and try to challenge her into some kind of a fight, only for the the yellow light women's wrestler to get downward spiral by a very top baby face, which I wouldn't be surprised it could be Jay Cargill if they drag out the feud by then. But I don't think they will do something like that. I think it'll probably be by a current WWE Women's Champion that's the top babyface, whether if it's Io Sky or Tiffany Stratton, that could get over into this type of segment, manner, or anybody that's the top, female babyface or on either Raw or SmackDown, depending on which brand Naomi could possibly be on with them. But I wish the best of luck to all of them, and hopefully this won't be a failure. And hopefully it'll be better than this year's WrestleMania, of course, for this, considering this is going to be a first ever 2-night event of SummerSlam. But let me know down in the comment section right down below about that. And this will be it for today on the wildest and intriguing wrestling news stories and rumors that you assassinators need to know. And let me know what one was your favorite news story. If I had to pick one, I would say I would pick most definitely let's see. I'll say John Cena press conference appearance, where he took off the side plate, even though it kind of hurt me a little that I did that to my boy Cody Rhodes. But I'll say I admit I asked for a 17th world title reign from John Cena, even though I didn't ask for it in this way. But at the same time, I'm not going to complain about it. Like some of those marks on Twitter, which I can understand, like people like my YouTube homies, they make a good point. They don't complain about it, start moaning about it. They explain their reasons why they think it was a failure, which I wouldn't disagree with them on that. Even though I'll say maybe this good for John Cena and for 2 reasons, but they should have did it in a better way, how I predicted it to be. But let me know down in the comment section right down below. I cannot wait for him to say what's the follow-up on to tonight's Raw, which is the Raw after WrestleMania, of course. And by the way, happy Easter, by the way, as well, because it is Easter Monday. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If so, please make sure to give it a like, give it a subscribe, comment down below what you think about this video, and share it with your friends and family members that's into podcasts like this one, and subscribe onto this channel for more of SNA's videos. Also subscribe on my other channel, SNA Entertainment, which I'm going back to the roots of just doing like only one, going back to my original roots of uh, of making a wrestling news and like like yeah, and yeah, well, it's like yeah, and oh yeah, my link is in the description box below. I'm gonna go back to doing my original animation news on Thursdays and Sunday. I'm gonna go back to doing movie news. So make sure to check those out in the future, like down the road, which I got some very interesting ones to talk about on those videos in the future videos, and also yeah. But for now, like please have a miraculous rest of your have a great rest of your have a miraculous rest of your Monday, and I'll see you next time. Have a very magnificent and a miraculous Monday. Let me rephrase that, and a wonderful Easter Monday. Let me add into this wishes like for you assassinators, and I'll see you later on tonight on Raw with some more SNA content. Until we meet again, Super Ninja Austin out of here. Bye bye for now, and I'll see you in probably in the next few hours. Peace.